welcome again to the Franciscan Hermitage here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we celebrate the feast of the body and blood of Christ. As I was going through the readings today, I landed on the text from the first reading. It says, "Not by bread alone does one live, but by every word that comes forth from the mouth of the Lord." You know, the scriptures are very, very powerful means of getting direction for our lives. And there are some really powerful examples. Francis, when he wanted to find out what he was supposed to do, had the priest open the scriptures to 3 different sections. And it is those sections of the scriptures that gave him direction for his life. However, I wanted to point out the scriptures can be used in a very powerful way by each one of us. However, it is really important that you understand when you read the scriptures and they talk to you, that is very powerful. But you cannot take what comes out of the scripture for you and apply it to everybody else. There are 2 different ways in which you read scripture. One is for personal growth and development. One is looking at the scriptures, for example, to find out what direction the person should take, as in the case of St. Francis. Well, each one of us can go into the scriptures, and that text will give you very, very clear direction. But as I said, that's one way of listening to the scriptures. But if you really want to know what the scriptures are all about, that's when you go to the academic side of reading the scripture and look at the culture in which it was written and to whom it was written and why it was written. And that approach is universal. So there are 2 different ways of reading the scriptures. You know, I had a dear friend of mine who was trying to find her way spiritually, and she came to me and asked if she could find some material on Catholicism. And this happened immediately after the Second Vatican Council, so there was a beautiful text that was called the Dutch Catechism. And I gave it to her, and over several weeks, she read through the whole thing, and it became very clear that she should enter the Catholic Church and become part of what she believed is her truth was for her. Today she has a family, and she is a very happy and fulfilled person because she followed the direction that came to her from the text. My dear friends, that's exactly the way it should be with each one of us. I encourage you to read the scriptures and pay attention to what the scriptures say to you. But please know that what the scripture says to you personally cannot be applied universally to other people, because God speaks directly to you. My dear friends, I suspect that the scriptures can be a very powerful means for you to find direction in your life and to find solutions to problems in your life. So if you come to appreciate and read the scriptures in a spiritual way, you will find that God gives you all kinds of direction that will help you to lead a life that is full and joyful and happy. Please take some time in this week and prayerfully read scripture and pay attention to the direction that it gives you. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you all.